This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. Hello everybody, and welcome back to what is another video. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. It is very much appreciated. Right, this is arguably the most ambitious video I've ever done, but these horses, if I don't get them on a channel now, or on a video now, there's a chance that they might be overtaken by other horses, and they certainly do not deserve this. These horses are very well bred horses indeed. What they are is they are horses born in France in 2023. 3-year-old hurdlers in 2026. So not next Cheltenham Festival, the festival after. I'm so confident in my processes now that I think I can release these horses 2.5 years before they race. You know, it is some things, they are what they are. Why do I think that? Well, Cavallo di Burle really has done a massive boost for the video that we did on the road to the 2026 Triumph Hurdle, a video which I think is so crucial for people to see moving forward that I will leave a link to the video via a card now. That will enable everybody to go and watch the video at some point. Cavallo di Burle won the Grade 2 Prix Georges de Taillouet Roy over 2 mile 2 furlongs this weekend. Admittedly, he was getting weight off Nietzsche Has, who is off to stud, I think, after his 4-year-old campaign, the son of Zarak. And we'll need to confirm that form over level weights. But I do think this was a good performance. You know, I followed the graded hurdles in France over 3-year-olds now for quite a while, 4 or 5 years. And I'm safe to say that I do think this was a good performance from Cavallo di Burle on the day. Nietzsche has done well, ran well, of course, as well. But Cavallo di Burle was in the video. Nietzsche was not. So basically, we are definitely on the right track. Another horse in the video, Majdan, has raced 4 times and also managed to get her head in front. And we've also had 2 more on the video, Fameux and Lucky Lady. I think the horse is called Lady Legend. Sorry, my mistake. That horse, both those horses have had 1 run and 1 defeat. So there's still plenty of unraced horses to come out. The reason I'm doing these 6 now is we've got a whole national hunt season coming up, and chances are that I will go looking for other French-based dams based on what horses run well at some point. So, and look for the older ones of that. So these ones that have already been identified could get lost in the shuffle, which I certainly don't want to happen, because these horses could be very good indeed. A lot of these mares have actually come off Rep CIC Racing 2020.great/site.net. A lot of them were identified as racehorses. Others were just picked up because they're related to other horses that have chanced, and it would be rude not to chance more. So we're going to start now. There's only 7, so it should be quite a relatively short video. I'm only going to talk briefly about the pedigree of them. The first 2 are related, both quite closely related. They're on the nickname line, the stallion line of nickname and no risk at all. There's also Paradiso, a horse I identified a couple of years ago going round in a 3-year-old novice hurdlers. That won 3 out of 4 races. That is off to stud as well. The Paradiso is on this line as well. So I do feel that we've got a chance with this line. The first one, don't forget these fold in 2022. They're not coming up this year. They're coming up next year. They're coming up for 2026 Triumph. They will turn 3 in 2025. So do not go looking for these horses next season. We're looking the season after. Now, the first one we could have trouble with. Divinator. Divinator, it says here, has already been exported to Ireland on the 26th of November 2023. Divinator sired by Dr. Dino out of a dam called Divination, who herself was sired by Marteline. An entire at the moment. Divinator, people will see that No News is the second dam of Divination, is the dam. She was found on Reprieve Media CIC Racing. Never raced at pattern level. She managed to win on her hurdle debut after going round in a couple of flat races as well at Angers and Deauville, finishing third. She then managed to get off the mark back in 2020 at Compiègne, but was unfortunately never seen again. People will see that this is probably her first foal. That's why I've identified it, yes. So if Divinator does well, it will lead us on to Divine Cap and Doc Divin in the next couple of years. But we'll try Divinator off this line, definitely, for 2026. Another one we're going to try is the foal out of Messager de Faust. An entire at the moment, sired by Almanzor. Out of who I said, Messager. Messager is out of No News herself. People look at the pedigree. The very interesting pedigree there. The fifth dam. The fifth dam of the horse is Nunes, who is the dam of Nickname and No Risk at All. No News is the sire, is the dam of the stallion Paradiso as well. Messager was seen a few more times on the track. It's fair to say, 3. She was only seen 3 times. People really do need to act quickly. As far as this, I'm sorry, wrong actually. Messager won 2 out of her 2 starts, including a Grade 3 race back in 2019. Another very lightly raced, very well-bred mare that people would have been very well to catch. As you see there, Messager de Faust, excuse me, the first foal out of her as well. And then we've got 2 more that are currently unnamed at the moment, sired by Dr. Dino and Waldgeist, oh dear, respectively. Very interesting prospects, the Saint to Sant sired Messager, very well-bred horse indeed. And hopefully her foals will continue in the same direction. The next one, De Two Corps, is a bit of a no-brainer really. De Two Corps sired by Je suis Eloa out of Deboncourt. People might remember that dam. De Two Corps, a filly who obviously is not to race, but Deboncourt, the mother, did very well on the track. And people look at the racing post, they will see that Deboncourt was a 160 rated hurdler, sired by Vision d'Etat. And what a horse. You know, there's no point looking at that. He beat Bup Home, who was a good Willie Mullins horse early in his time in the UK. Deboncourt beat that by 16 lengths. What a horse. It's a shame I'd have enjoyed watching her go round without any shadow of a doubt. And she just finished just as I picked them up. I think I picked them up in about that time. I think. When did close Messager down? But Deboncourt, this is not her first foal. Her first foal this year, La Heretière or something like that, sired by Dr. Dino, is actually unbeaten. It has raced once and has one victory and is sat nicely on a list waiting for me to see when she runs. And there's others in the pipeline, some fast ones as well, 2 sired by Persian King, coming down the pipeline in 2023 and 2024 after this one. Hopefully this one will follow La Heretière and win first time out and go on to a good career. De Two Corps, very nice filly. And hopefully there's more to come from La Heretière as well. There's a month or so about a month or so to come to the first Grade 1 3-year-old hurdle of the year. I wouldn't mind seeing La Heretière in that with Kivala du Berlay, or Nietzsche has, to be honest. Very interesting filly, De Two Corps, for the 2025-26 juvenile hurdle campaign. The next, I was going to say the next two are very closely related to each other. Nightmare has. The next three actually are all very closely related to each other. Nightmare has, sired by Dr. Dino out of a dam called Nice to Meet You. This one already as well has been exported to Ireland, according to this, on the 5th of the 7th, 2024. Already gelded, this one, by Dr. Dino. This one is a brother to Nietzsche has, who is going round this year. Nietzsche has already a Group 3 winner, I think, and has been placed in a Group 1, if not 2 Group 1s. But he has been asking to give way to some very good horses as a disadvantage of winning his races early. In France, the penalties are done on the amount you've won in prize money. So obviously, if you get out nice and early, win a couple of races, you are giving weight away to those who might take a bit more time. It's safe to say that's what's happened here with Nightmare has, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. Nietzsche has, sorry, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if he was to bounce back in the big Grade 1 hurdle off level weights. It really wouldn't. The other two we're going to take a look at. Nice to Meet You, I think, is the second dam of them. May We Madrick as well. May We Madrick, sired by Goliath du Burley, another filly out of a dam called Ni We Ni No Has. That takes some saying. I've been practicing that one all morning. And you'll see that Nice to Meet You is also the second dam of that one. Some very interesting horses, without any shadow of a doubt. Nico has is another one that I identified related to Nietzsche has. That was I think that was third or fourth in the big Grand Prix to steeplechase and rated around 155 over fences. It was a very good 4-year-old chaser, Nico has. So we've got Nietzsche has the 3-year-old hurdler, Nico has the 4-year-old chaser. Very rude not to try and chance a few more and really try and nail this dam down. Catiucha, we know, well, it is a very good dam, and going back for some very nice horses going further back that we followed in the past. So it's just really trying to bring a branch of the Catiucha dime line that we use into the more modern day, just to try and find some more. May We Madrick, very interesting prospect, without any shadow of a doubt. And the third one on this line that I found is Cortina du Burley. Cortina du Burley, already gelded as well, sired by Joshua Tree, out of a dam called Nini Has, who was sired by Santa Sant. People will see that again. No formula change here. Nini Has is just another dam out of Nice to Meet You, who is starting to foal some horses. So it's very rude, like I said, very rude not to pick some of these up, considering the success I've had with this dam line in the past. Catiucha, very good dam line that. And there is others further back as well that only add weight to the case. So there's 3 on the same line there for you all. If people fancy the Nietzsche has line, Nightmare has, May We Madrick, and Cortina du Burley. 3 fascinating prospects, I think, for the 2025-26 3-year-old hurdles as they try and follow this year's winner, Cavallo de Burley, into the pattern race winners enclosure already. The next one could be quite difficult, could already be in Ireland. I don't know what the horse will be called because Floressa was found also on a Reprieve Media CIC Racing, sired by Polyglot out of a dam called Donna Rez, who herself is sired by Trempolino. This one as well, Floressa was exported to Great Britain to race back in 2018. And I do think she raced quite well, becoming a 142 rated hurdler. Unfortunately, she never ran over fences. I'd say that was her finest hour when she led all the way in November 2020 to win the intermediate hurdle, a listed race. Unfortunately, it was one of those dubious listed handicaps. but she was second in a Group 2 as well in January 2021, the Yorkshire Mares Hurdle, where she was beaten by Miranda. She was also a listed winner there as well in Newbury 2019. She won the Mares Novices Hurdle, another listed race, where she beat Jeremy's Flame. She was one that, according to these, never really raced at all in France, which is quite unusual for ones that I follow. So Floressa, probably her foal will be based in the UK or Ireland already at this stage. What I can tell you is it is sired by Nathaniel, and it was foaled in 2022. There is not really much. If we click on the page, people will see that there isn't really much else for people to go on at this stage, unfortunately. The filly, I think it's a filly, I can't remember, no, sorry, the gelding, hasn't been named, and people will see there that the horse was exported to Ireland on the 24th of November, 2023. So a couple of these already seem to have left France. We've had the first one we looked at, Divination. That could have already been the one out of Divination. That could have already left France. This one as well could have as well. The one out of Floressa. But yeah, I do think there are some very interesting horses here. And now the video is done, I can move them onto another notepad and put them in the store. You know, I've got a store of notepads, documents. Just like people have stores of horses, I don't really need to look at these horses anymore now for over a year. And it's just moved them forward a bit, and it will make sure that they will not get supplanted by horses that are related to horses that might win in this National Hunt season. These have got their own video, a very well-deserved one. Right, which I'm going to end now. I'm going to end this video now. What I will do, like I said, is where I said there will be a card to the video for the 2026 Triumph Hurdle. There will be. What I will also do is I will leave a copy of the National Hunt Racing 2023 onwards playlist, the YouTube playlist in as well, for people to take a watch of, should they decide to. And I will also give everybody an opportunity who has sat and watched this video and has chosen not to subscribe to the channel at this point. I will give them an opportunity to do so. Will any of these follow our Grade 2 winner, Cavallo de Burley, into the winner's enclosure? The frightening thing is these haven't turned 4 years old yet. And, excuse me, the 2025 Triumph Hurdle video is already putting in pattern race winners. A fine testament to the video. So go and check that out. I'll leave this video here now. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. It is all very much appreciated. You will certainly benefit and learn about some horses a long, long way before they race, which is perfect. Right, take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and goodbye.